This is the introduction to writing. The stages of writing include or begin with letters, words, sentences, paragraphs, stories or compositions, and then lifelong writing. The writing process consists of brainstorming, pre-writing, rough draft, revising, final draft, and then the rubric. We are going to use brain research this year to help you learn to think like authors and therefore write like authors. The first thing the brain needs is an overview. So this is your overview, the writing process. You will learn to think like an author in small increments or chunks because that is the way the brain learns. At first, you will only be writing paragraphs. However, soon you will write whole compositions. When that happens, you want to think and write like real authors do. You are going to get an overview of the writing process from start to finish. You do not have to memorize the steps, but the overview and the game you will play will serve to help you remember the sequence of the writing process. Therefore, when you start to write a complete composition, you will have prior knowledge and things will make more sense. You will be playing a game called the Battle of the Process. What does the word process mean? It is a series of actions leading to an end. Writing a story involves a process. To help you learn the process better, we will play Battle of the Process. It is played just like the card game Battle or War. So the rules are right here for you. You can play with whomever you would like at home tonight so that you'll know what you're doing. So when we get into class, you can play again and then we can review. The steps to the game start with you'll divide the cards evenly between two players. And then each student turns up a card and compares it with the card his or her opponent turned up. The student with the highest card wins both cards. So the first process in the writing process is brainstorming. So therefore that's the highest on the list. So brainstorming is highest, and then pre-writing, and then rough draft, and then so on. If a tie occurs, each student turns two cards face down and a third card face up. High card wins all the cards. The player with the most cards wins. So again, brainstorming is the highest card, and then it goes down from there. So play at home, have fun. If you have any questions, write them down. We'll go over them tomorrow in class. Okay, tonight we're going to talk about brainstorming. Let's see. Brainstorming, the art of being able to quickly think of ideas when presented with the prompt. You are looking for a simple idea that will transform your essay into a masterpiece. So all great stories start with one simple idea. So here's an example of brainstorming. If I said, write about food you love, you would just write about every food that you can think of that you love. Chicken, pizza, hamburgers, french fries, cheese, chips, bananas, strawberries, enchiladas, okay? You just go through and it's just a list that you make. And that's the first part of the writing process is brainstorming. So, one more time. We'll keep going. Write down as many ideas as you can about one of the following topics. So, on a piece of paper right now, I'm going to read through these three topics. I want you to pick one, and I want you to brainstorm as much as you can. So you can either write about your best friend, write about a time when you laughed extremely hard, or write all about the best moment of your life. So again, you're taking a piece of paper, picking one of the prompts, and you're going to brainstorm as much as possible. So my prompt was, write about foods you love. This is my prompt. And these are all the words I brainstormed. Okay? Back over here, you're going to pick one of these prompts. Write about your best friend. Write about a time when you laughed extremely hard. Write all about the best moment of your life. Pick one of those one topic, and I want you to brainstorm as much as you possibly can. Remember, brainstorming is the art of being able to quickly think of ideas when presented with a prompt. So you're just quickly writing down whatever comes to your head. Okay? So bring the paper to class tomorrow with you, and we will go over it. Okay, tonight we are going to talk about pre-writing, and I'm going to discuss magnifying with you and explain it. So magnifying is the narrowing down of ideas and choosing the best one. So in most cases, when you are given a writing assignment, you have a prompt. That prompt is usually a very broad topic. So when I am given a broad topic, I tend to list too many things. That can make my story not very interesting. Tonight, I'm going to show you a way to narrow your topic before you start your rough draft, and that's called magnifying. So let me show you how it works. Let's pretend that my assignment is to write a paragraph about the foods I like to cook at my house. That's a pretty broad subject. I don't want my paragraph to be a list of too many different foods. I want to narrow it down. Let's first list 3 foods we could write about. So I'm going to show you an example, and you'll be able to do this yourself later. So I'm choosing 3. So I chose chicken nuggets, pizza, hamburgers. So I'm going to eliminate 2 and cross them out. So I crossed out chicken nuggets, crossed out hamburgers, and that left me with pizza. So then I decided to list 3 things about pizza. So it's cheesy, pepperoni can be spicy, it's my favorite lunch. Now you need to create a sentence involving the topic circled, which is pizza, okay? One idea from the second magnifying, and yourself. So I've taken these 3, 1, 2, 3, and I've just made them more complex sentences that incorporate the prompt, myself, and the idea about pizza. So, I love the pizza I make at my house because it is so cheesy. The spicy pepperoni makes my mouth tingle, but I love it. My mom makes pizza for lunch on Sunday afternoons. So I chose to use I love the pizza I make at my house because it is so cheesy. So you just would choose one, circle it, and cross the other 2 out. So now it's your turn. Brainstorm and then magnify with one of the following topics: favorite pet or animal, games we play at home, or my favorite room. You will bring that to school tomorrow and we will go over it. I'm not looking for perfection. I want to see if you understand the concept. So do your best, bring it to school tomorrow, and we will discuss it, and you will discuss it with your groups. Have a good night. Okay, so we are going to discuss magnifying again tonight in a little more detail. So tonight we're going to continue to work on magnifying. Since we have already had some practice with it, I want us to especially focus on our central idea, sentence. Did you know that the best writing teacher is a published author? So when we write something, we should ask ourselves, does that sound like something a published author would write? Think back to the example I showed you last night. We magnified foods I like to cook. I ended up circling pizza and cheesy as the items I wanted to write more about. My central idea sentence was, I love the pizza I make at my house because it is so cheesy. That sentence is okay, but I wonder if I could make it better. How about this one? The cheesy pizza I make is the best. That one is just okay too. But what about this one? If the pizza I made was a mountain, it would be called Mount Cheesiest. Which sentence sounds like a published author? If these sentences started a paragraph, which paragraph would you want to read the most? So tonight we are going to magnify again, but this time let's also focus on making our sentences the best that they can be. So you will magnify and you will write your central idea sentence and then complete a paragraph using the following topic: games you like to play. So tonight you are going to magnify, write your central idea sentence, and complete a paragraph using the following topic: games you like to play. Okay, so here is that overview one more time. You're going to magnify again, but this time focus on making your sentences the best that they can be. Topic: games you like to play. Brainstorm, magnify, write your central idea sentence, complete a paragraph adding details about the game you chose. So good luck, bring it to class. I am not looking for perfection, I am looking for understanding, but please do your best.